everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to create a very easy smoky eye full of drama. I've not put on any lashes, but if you feel like it, guys can go ahead. Anyway, before we move on, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you like content like this, alright? Hey everyone, before we begin, you guys must know that this is usually how my desk is whenever I'm doing like a makeup thing. This little kitty here, Louis, she's always here. Sweetie. So we are here to do a quick smoky eye. As you can see, I've already finished my base. I've done kind of like a full glam look just because I feel like I like a full glam with a smoky eye. So this is what I came up with. Today we're going to use the MERCIER Eye Caviar stick. This is in the shade Plum. You can see when we kind of start smudging it out, it's definitely a more darker purple. I haven't used any concealer on my lids, but I did go ahead and correct any darkness that I usually have here with my corrector and a little bit of concealer, but I haven't gone with it over my lids is what I mean to say. Now, if you are a beginner, I would recommend that you use something like this, a pointy but fluffy brush. This will blend out the edges as we move onto the look. If you're pretty confident already, you can actually just go in straight with this. So I'm going to try and demonstrate both. I just hope I myself don't run into any problems, but let's see. I'm going to try and zoom you in a bit. First, we're going to take a bronzer. Anything will do. A more neutral bronzer is better. You can see mine is into chips, but still I just want a bit of the color, and I'm just going to sweep this a little bit on both the eyes. And the reason behind doing this is it brings in a little bit of a transition to the eyes. So I'm just taking it above the crease and a little like outside here, but just with whatever is left on the brush. So what I'm going to do first is just saturate like the tip of this pencil, only the tip. I'm going to just blot any excess, like if it's picked up like a big chunk or something. I'm going to start placing this on the outer part of my eye. I'm going to change my brush because I feel like it's too fluffy for me, so maybe I'll just keep it for blending later on. I'll move on with a slightly denser brush. This is a Spectrum X KJH brush number 13. Saturate only the side of the brush, not like the whole brush. And I'm gonna start tapping this. And I'm going into this outer corner here. And I want to keep the center of my lid a little bare. I'm just taking this into this area below my crease. Sometimes I feel like that area just doesn't catch any color. And I'm gonna do this on the inner corner of my eye as well. So I'm just very lightly patting this. I think I can add a little more here. And I'm just flicking and moving the color. I'm gonna look straight now. And I want to start shaping this. I need this to be seen when my eyes are open like this, because I'm not going to be looking at everyone like this. You know, you talk like this. So now with a clean fluffy brush, I'm just going to start feathering out the edges, kind of blending it, because you want a very nice clean job. Even with the inner corner. Sometimes, mostly, these crayons dry really quick. The good thing about this is the look is not going anywhere for the night, but you have to kind of be a little fast with your blending. So that's why when you practice and you get to know like, oh, after say 10 seconds, this thing really sets, you can kind of work a little faster and make it happen. I just went in with a little color on the tip, and I'm just bringing this across my crease. You want to start creating the shape that you want it in now. I like to bring this out. I like to pull it out really nice. Now with a completely clean blending brush, a smaller one. The smaller one is more helpful for hooded eyes or like people who have less space between the crease and their brow. So this is completely clean. And I am just sweeping it on the outsides Another thing to note is I'm kind of working diagonal, if that makes any sense. I'm not going straight out, I'm working this way out. I've done a video on an easy wing liner, but once you know something like that, doing something like this is super easy because you're just working with a much thicker color placement. I'm happy with the shape of this, and now I'm just going to do the same thing on the lower lid. I'm gonna take this quite low on my eye. Now we're gonna move on to the right eye. Just placing this here. I'm just taking it a little slow because I've not used this pencil much. Once again, with this brush, we're gonna start blending and almost flicking even. See, I'm just like pressing and I'm flicking. And I'm trying to manipulate the color into the shape that I want. Pull out this color, darkening up this outer corner. But then I'm looking straight even and I'm pulling this out. All the while I'm even comparing this with this eye. I'm going with the pen in my inner corner here and using this brush. I'm just pulling the color, pulling when I want to move the color and flicking when I want to blend the color. Once again with this clean fluffy brush, I'm going into that inner corner and I'm just blending everything out along the edges. This just helps not only pull the whole smoky look together, but it even helps if you have any under eye creasing and stuff. It helps cover that. Now the next thing would be to line your waterlines. If you want to make this look a little more intense, I would probably go with a dark brown or a black here under my eyes, but I want to use this nice purple liner just to lighten the look up a bit. Okay, so I'm just going to take this into my waterline. So while I'm doing this, I've also done a really nice daytime lilac look. I love purple, by the way. And I'm going to link it here in the corner so that you guys can give it a watch later. It's just so fresh and like living the last days of summer. Going in with this MAC black pencil. This is in the shade Smolder, and I'm using it to tightline the upper waterline. I'm doing this mainly because I don't want to wear lashes. Now comes a time where we're going to use a pop of color. So I've decided to use this DIOR highlighter that I have. This is currently discontinued, but in the description box, I'm just going to put something that's similar. But this is a very nice gold. Anyway, I'm taking this on my ring finger. I'm just putting it on all the areas that I have like that empty space. Honestly, you guys can even leave this look right here. Just put on some mascara, false lashes if you wish, and you're good to go. But I just want a little more edge to it. So I'm using this Urban Decay Moondust palette. I'm going to take this shade called Magnetic. This is like a beautiful purple with some blue glitter. And I'm just placing this on top of that gold that I applied. I'm taking the same color on a smaller brush and I'm just placing this on the lower lash line. So I put on some mascara. I use the L'Oreal Voluminous Black and I put like 2 coats of it because I'm not a very fond lash gal, though I have so many. I bought so many at a point. Another thing you should remember is once you're done with like your smoky eye, you may need to extend your brows a bit just to kind of like balance out the face, and you might even want to touch up on your blush because since the eyes are so much in focus, you may want to just bring in a little bit more color back into your cheeks so that they don't look too washed out. And don't forget to touch up your lips if you have to. But that's it. How easy is this smoky eye? Okay everyone, thank you so much. I really hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon again. Bye.